I'm actually like wanting to just like smear this over my face right now. What's up, y'all? Welcome back to my channel. As promised, I have 3 looks using the MIKAYLA X GLAMLITE palette to share with you. I'm not shocked that I love this palette, but here is the beauty. Of course, you've seen it. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this. I did do some swatches on IG. I did a little reel. I'll go ahead and just put it up here for you guys. I think the color story is beautiful. I've actually done 4 looks with this. One of them, though, was so quick and simple that I didn't even include it. I will show you a picture of that one here as well, but I did something ultra basic, like 3 shades, big wing, red lip, that was it. But every look that I've done has been great as far as the performance of the eyeshadows. So really, I'm just here to say, yeah, this is a beautiful palette. And kind of unfortunate because I ordered the whole collection, but for some reason, everything except for the palette got back ordered on me, even though I ordered it right away while it was still available on the site. And it seemed like my package came really late in the process of shipping, like right at the end. It finally shipped, like as they were saying, they were like completing all the shipment. So anyway, all that to say basically is that I would have been reviewing everything, the highlight, the lips, the lashes, if I had had them. So I'm sorry that I don't, but I feel like this is what everybody is going to be most excited for anyway, is this palette right here. So without further ado, let's take a look at my looks. I did prime with P. Louise for this look. Totally just slipped my mind to use my icing base. So the first look that I did, I went directly in with the shade Mass Hole. That's basically what I wanted to be my darkest shade. That's what I started with. Once I had that laid down, I also went ahead and added the shade Rhody, and I used that P. Louise 50-50 method, which I didn't know what that was. But basically, when you're applying your next shade, you're putting half your brush onto the color and half of your brush off of the color, and that's how you get that perfect gradient blend. The next shade, the best color, I had to use some of this green. It is so beautiful, and it's like that perfect sea foamy type of green, but still bright. I also added the shade Handy. I wanted this to be just a kiss of color in the inner corner of the eye, and I think it looked beautiful. It did kind of turn a little bit green against the other shades just in that little area, but I think it blended beautifully, and it was so easy to add that. It didn't look weird. I didn't have to do a lot of blending. It was just this little subtle something, so I really enjoyed adding that color. Each one of these performed really well, by the way. So I went ahead and did a little half cut crease, and I went into the shade Naz, which is a very interesting color because it kind of looks blue, it kind of looks purple, and it kind of looks silver. So I feel like you could do so many things with that shade, but it is a beautiful glittery shimmer. It's just gorgeous, and really the camera does not do it justice because in the right lighting, in dark lighting with a little flash on, or in the sun, the glitter is so beautiful. And then I just went in with Mass Hole under the lower lash line, and then of course I just go ahead and blend the way that I started my eyelid is the way I usually blend my lower lash line. So I went Mass Hole, Rhody, and the best color. Then I added Icebreaker. It's a ColourPop Creme Gel liner and lashes, and I think the look turned out so beautiful. It's probably my favorite look, although I love the one I'm wearing today as well, which I'm going to show you, but that first one just stunning, and some days just work out that way, just perfect. It totally slipped my mind to actually film my second look, but in a way I'm not really mad at it. I didn't actually love the way it turned out, so I'm gonna put my TikTok up here so that I can show you, because I do have like a little mini step-by-step with this. But I essentially just started with the shade Willow, and I wanted to take that into a little like, you know, line triangle in the outer corner, just like a little point, and then blend from there. In theory, it was good, and I think it was good when I first started out. I just feel like sometimes my eyeshadow turns out better and I've done a better job and everything went more smoothly, and this was just one of those times that like the end result was okay, but it wasn't my personal favorite. So from there I took Hot Cocoa, and then eventually also went into the shade Buffalo Chicken. That's the one that I wanted to be like a little pop of color, but it kind of just blended in with everything. I think it was such an easy transition from Buffalo to Hot Cocoa that it kind of like blended away some of the brightness of Buffalo Chicken. So I like the color combination, but once again, I just feel like I didn't do the best, and I just continued to blend that out. I did cut the crease, and I began to do it in such a way that it was going to be sharp, but once I put the shade Glow Up on my lid, the little like glitter started to kind of transfer around, but I actually liked how it looked. So I just went ahead and let it kind of blend into the shadow, and it left like this little ethereal sparkle on the lid. So I actually think that turned out pretty, but I don't know, it just, all in all, it wasn't one of my best looks, but you know, it's okay. Not every look is going to be stellar, and sometimes it's okay. It doesn't have to be perfect, and I still think all in all it turned out pretty good. I am just a very harsh critic of my own makeup, so that's probably the gist of that, but I just let that glitter kind of blend in, and that is what I did. So the finished look was kind of a little bit different. I think just the shape could have been tweaked a little bit better for me personally, and I might have liked it more. It was just the angle with my eye shape just kind of competed a little bit, and I think that's part of the problem and reason I don't love it. Anyway, that was my second look, pretty straightforward. And then for today's look, because I did film it and I can tell you immediately what I thought. Also, I don't know how you guys are gonna like this, but I have little like bow print on my cheeks. I don't know how well it stands out. I kind of wish while I still had my little stencil on that I had done darker right around the bow so you could see it a bit better, but hopefully you guys can still see what I did. And I did blush that was like just here versus doing it up high where I normally do it, so just playing with makeup. If you don't like it, it's okay. It's not my everyday thing. So anyway, for today's look, I definitely had to do purples. This is MIKAYLA's palette. It's a purple palette. It's her color, I feel, and I had to do a look for that. So I started with the shade Frisky, and I kind of put that all into the crease and outer corner. I wanted it to be the depth of the eye look. As you're looking at it, you see that is where it looks like my lid goes the farthest back, and so it creates a little bit of shape in my eye, which I don't have a lot of. It's kind of almost like flatter in a way, so I like to get that dimension. So the deepest shade is Frisky, and then I used PALTTE. I said it in my TikTok too. It's so hard for me not to say hard R's, like, you know, I go to work. It's part two. My country really comes out, so I was like PALTTE, and it sounds like I'm saying pot, so sorry. I ruined that. But anyway, part two is a big focus of this look. You see a lot of that color, and I used it to blend out Frisky, also using that 50-50 method. I also used the shade MJ, which stunning color, one of my other favorites. You guys know I love a good matte. So MJ I used to blend out the like inner half of my eyelid. So you see it all through here, and it just carries about halfway, and then from there on the sides I blended out with Iconic. I wanted the pink to be there, but also kind of be like this little kiss and this little like fade to it, and I think it turned out really beautiful on the edge. I feel like even I didn't really need the wing. I almost feel like I wish I hadn't done the wing, but I do feel like it came together beautifully. But it was just, I don't know, it's just something about the blend of these shadows. So pretty. I'm 100% convinced that I need GLAMLITE palettes in my life. This was actually my first time trying GLAMLITE. The things that I wanted are like since I quit Sephora, and you guys know I've been very cautious about buying too much makeup because of not earning as much, obviously. That's the sacrifice for me to be able to do what I love every day. For me as a small creator, it is, I don't earn near as much money, and I have to pick and choose what I buy. But I just have to say, I should have long ago bought GLAMLITE eyeshadows. The one that really got me, and I still probably need to add it, is the, I think it's the ice cream one. That one like almost had me. I was like literally about to check out, and I was like, I can't do this. I was just trying to be like frugal about it, but so beautiful. So anyway, what was I saying? I have no idea. And then I went in with Portuguese, Immaculate, and also Simping. So you see it fade from a pink to a like lighter purple to a darker purple, and I think it just blended into Frisky so well in the outer corner. And then I darkened it up a little bit just along that line, so there's no harsh lines there. Just a stunning palette. In the look that I didn't film, which was uber basic, I used Harley, How You Doin', and a little bit of Willow. So I used these more like neutral browns and Willow again, and then I also used Accent for that one. So I've used a lot of the colors. I'm definitely like in need of using the shades Loop and Stunnin'. Like the fact that I haven't used these, with you guys know how much I love greens. This is going to be my next look, I promise you, because I'm actually like wanting to just like smear this over my face right now. That's how much I love these two shades. It's hard for me to pick, but I do have a few like favorite shades. For the mattes, there is just something, and granted, I like the others. I've liked every single matte that I've used, but there's just something special about the Best Color and also MJ. There's just something special about those. They're just like beautiful to me. It's just my kind of colors. So in that fashion, I also love Buffalo Chicken. I also love Handy. I also love Rhodey. But there's just something about those two shades that speaks to me on a very deep level in my soul. So it's a beautiful purple. And you guys know, I don't wear purples all the time. I'm not like obsessed with purples like some people are. But this purple, I could be absolutely obsessed with. And I don't know, just something about the two. It's just beautiful. I love them. The shade Stunnin' might be my favorite. Oops. It's more metallic finish. Also the shade Bonehead I haven't used. Do you guys know my love for greens? Like, how have I not used these yet? I'm sorry. I'm swatching them again, but just... I did have a couple comments when I first posted about this. Somebody was not like rude, but like a little just about like, I don't understand. It's just the color story. It's just not good. I don't get it. Something like along those lines. Not hateful, but I actually enjoy it. I mean, I could take this palette with me and do neutral colors. I could do something bright. I could do something more warm. I could do something a little bit cool. You can do just about anything with this palette, which is really fun. It's hard for me to say which one I would take away, but I would love to have had a black in this palette, but you can only do so many colors, obviously. But if I was creating a palette, one thing that I would need is a black, because it gives the option for every skin tone to be able to darken and eye color up. And yes, anybody can wear any shade. I truly believe in that. You should wear what you want, but there's something about when you're already working with richer colors, adding in the black just to create that really dark depth, that sunken in effect in your eye. In a good way, you know what I mean? Because on really deep skin, when you want to really play it up, you want to get some drama, having the black against a bold or rich color is just beautiful. I just think that a good black is a necessity in any eyeshadow arsenal. That's just my opinion though. I would love to see their formula in a black shadow, so that's something I'm going to be on the lookout for. They may already have it and I just haven't found it yet. This is a beautiful palette. So congratulations to MIKAYLA and GLAMLITE on such a beautiful collaboration. Like I said, I haven't tried the other products, but I'm sure that I will love them. The highlight looks gorgeous. The glosses look gorgeous. The lashes look like something that I'm going to enjoy for myself, so I'm sure they're going to be really good. So I wanted to go ahead and show you my looks with the palette. If you want to see me do any other eyeshadow looks or review other palettes, let me know. I know this isn't much of a review because I don't have a lot that I can critique because it's such a gorgeous palette in my opinion, so there's not a lot that I can say. I mean, saying that I'd like a black shade in it isn't really even negative because I think all the shades are beautiful. So yeah, I mean, what else can I say? It's a glowing review. I don't really have anything negative to say. So that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing my looks. You can also see more of the looks on my TikTok and Instagram if you want to see pictures or, you know, videos. Make sure to go check those out. And that's it for now. Thank you guys so much for hanging with me for a little bit, and I will see you in my next one. Bye guys.